Marcus Tullius Cicero in Marcum Antonium, Episode 10. Ecce enim calendis uniis, quibus ut adasemus edixerat, mutata omnia, nihil per senatum, multa et magna per populum et absenta populo et invito, consules designati, negabant se audere in senatum venire, patriae liberatores, urbe carebant ea, quies acer vicibus iugum servile, deecerant, quos tamen ipsi consules in cantionibus et in omni sermone laudabant. Now Cicero continues, and he's going to turn a corner here when he says ecce. But look, indeed, on the 1st of June, the calends of June, calendis uniis, this is an ablative of time, point of time, as the grammarians call it, on the 1st of June, in fact, on which day that we should be present, ut adasemus, he had decreed, edixerat, the subject is Marc Antony, and this is pluperfect, he had decreed, ut adasemus, that we should be present, and this is an imperfect subjunctive. He had decreed that we should be present on the 1st of June, mutata omnia, all things changed. Mutata sunt omnia, we might supply. That we should be present in the Senate. Nothing was done per senatum. Many and important things were done per populum, et absenta populo et invito. So we have here with nihil as a subject, and then multa and magna as subject, probably something like octum est, nothing was done, or perhaps agabatur. Multa et magna, many and important things were accomplished by the people, even though at the people was absent, or the people were absent, singular in Latin, but a plural idea, collective in English, and the people was unwilling, invito. Both of these expressions, absente populo et invito populo, are ablative absolutes. Populo being the noun in the ablative, absente the participle in the ablative, invito being an adjective in the ablative, and so, as often is the case, an adjective, a simple adjective, can form part of an ablative absolute, and what's missing is the non-existent participle of the verb esse. It doesn't need to be there, and in fact it can't be supplied because at this time in the history of Latin it did not exist. Even though the people were absent and they didn't approve of these measures, it was done per populum, that is, in the name of the people. Consules designati, the consuls elect, those who had been appointed to this task, negabant, were denying that they dared, se audere, this is oratio obliqua, accusative subject, infinitive, that they were daring in senatum venire, to come to the Senate. They were afraid to do that. Patriae liberatores, the liberators, those who had freed the fatherland, and these persons, of course, were Marcus Brutus and Gaius Cassius, the liberators of the fatherland, urbe ea carebant, were missing from that city, urbe ea, from the necks of which, quies acer vicibus, the antecedent of quies is urbe, and thus both urbe and quies are feminine and singular. But whereas urbe is an ablative of separation with carebat, quies is a genitive, because it is a genitive of possession with cervicibus, from whose necks the iugum servile, the yoke of bondage, the yoke of slavery, the servile yoke, they had thrown off. And this is the yoke of Julius Caesar. So the patriae liberatores, Brutus and Cassius, had thrown off of the necks of the city that yoke of bondage, and yet now they were gone. Which persons, quos, and that means the patriae liberatores, however, the consuls themselves, here's our subject in the masculine, plural, and nominative, in their public speeches, in contionibus, et in omni sermone, and in every one of their conversations, these men they were praising. This sentence describes Cicero's confusion about the turn of events. Of course, though no one knew it at the time, it was all leading to Augustus.